like another week with Ben Heenan in there?
Yeah, definitely. But we able to see Chris today. He's walking around fast, and he has the desire to get back. So it's still a progression, but he's looking a whole lot better than he has. So his next step should be drills, and then we'll start working him into practice for playtime.
How did you feel about the play of the O-line the other night?
I think they did pretty good. There's always, when you go through a film, you're going to always have corrections, and you just can't beat yourself up or beat that group up about the corrections. But there's still some improvement, and I think we're working to improve.
What do the defensive line do well?
They got pressure, and we did get a sack or two. The thing I told them though is we want to turn it loose. We want that group going. So we got to start rotating some guys in there so they can be fresh and not trying to hold themselves back, because we want to get to the quarterback, and that's the biggest thing. If the quarterback's uncomfortable, then their offense will be uncomfortable.
How much has Heenan improved since his first day at camp?
Well, I think he's improved a lot. Chris Sweets does a good job working with the O-line, and like he said, he has some veterans around him, so his technique is continuing to improve. As game experience continues to go for him, I think that'll be a positive for him.
How about Neufeld? He had a chance to come in after Patrick got kicked out. Does that give you more confidence with him after seeing how he performed?
Well, Patty is a guy that we know can play tackle, and he can spot us at guard. So there's another opportunity. Not the way we wanted to, but another opportunity for him to get some game reps, so we can evaluate the things that he needs to work on. So I was pleased with him, and I hope he continues to grow in that area.
Were you happy with the overall play of the defense the other night?
Yeah. Anytime you hold your opponent to 16 points and one touchdown, you do some good things. That's the ultimate. We're not so much worried about the yards. There's one or two explosions, and those are the things that we have to limit, because sometimes they'll come back to bite you. But I thought we played fast, to have a young group. But at the same time, I'm looking for a marked improvement this week.
Is that, the other thing too is the offense really helped them out quite a bit by staying on the field and keeping them off, and that's a goal as well, isn't it?
That's the best defense, is not being on the field. So yeah, that's the offense's job, is to stay on the field, and defense's job is to make sure we get it back to them. So I think it played hand in hand. I think all three units played together and played as one, and that's why we're a team. It's not just offense, defense, and special teams. Each part has to do their part so we can be a whole.
Are you happy with the way the new guys were able to adapt to their first game?
Without a doubt. The one thing about when you have young guys is either you breed fear into their minds, or you breed that they can do it, and confidence. And those guys were confident because, like I said, they've all played football before, and we put them in some of those key situations in practice. So I was happy the way they handled it. They ran around. There was no guy that looked out of place, so it looked like the game was too big for them. So I was happy to see that with the young guys.
Going forward, what do you have to improve on to work on the run defense?
But just like anything else, you just have to be able to tackle. They have a very fast back, and like I said, it's not like it was every time thing. It was 180-something yarder. Other than that, he'd had 40-something yards on the night. So it's not like it was 14 rushes for 255 yards. There's things we just have to show up. We got to know that one mistake can cost us. So that's the one thing we have to fix.
At one point today,
sorry, go ahead.
Did Dressler's number come up a lot when you were drawing up the playbook this offseason?
Well, the thing about it is, we have to we looked at 6, 7, all those guys. It was just his night. I can remember some days in training camp when we said, we need to get dressed the ball because we didn't get him as much in training camp. And I think it was pretty much what they gave us, we took, and it just happened to be on 7. So there were some couple of plays called for some other guys. It wasn't, hey, let's keep feeding the dress. It just worked out his way. So as we go on, I think each guy have his number called one way or the other.
Do you expect the Eskimos to attempt to get Dressler out of the equation Sunday?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And the good thing about that is they take them out. That's why the other guys get paid. They have to step up, and they have to be leaders, and they have to show that, hey, they're professional football players too. It's not like we have a huge payroll where one guy's getting $30 million, the other one's getting $60,000. They're all about to pay equal, and they all have to play to an ultimate level.
A lot of special teams work the last couple of days. Is that something, an area of concern?
No, it's not an area of concern. Like our job is to make sure we're the strongest we can be in every area. And we know that special teams, whether it goes unnoticed, if we're stopping guys on the 14-yard line, then we have some good drive starts and pin them deep. So we know that how important special teams is. So we want to make sure we're strong in that area because that's the first play of offense and the first play of defense.
At one point today, you yelled, let's go, about 7 or 8 times. Is there something about the practice that displeased you today?
No, they're in pads. First day, they're in pads. And like I told them, we're going to always keep that bar raised high. If they want to talk about championship football, if they want to talk about winning games, then the bar has to be set pretty high. And an average practice probably leads to a loss. So, we're always pushing through and trying to, raise the bar. Even with the coaches, we can't we can't become complacent because of a win. We can't become complacent because we got an excuse because we have pads on, because we ran around yesterday. There's no time for excuses in football. We got to make sure that we're practicing hard so that we can get the desired result.
Do you think the team has done a good job putting the win behind them now and concentrating on Edmonton?
Oh yeah, we hadn't even talked about it. These guys are ready to go. Like I said, it's a new week, and you can see their focus. They're very focused, and they're pushing through. You can tell that they have pads on the day. I expect them to come out tomorrow and fly around even faster. So it's a good group. They're doing everything we ask them to do as coaches, and I'm really proud of them at this point.
How do you rate that as a defense right now?
They play fast. That's a fast defense. That's a fast defense, and they tackle extremely well. And I think that's the mark of their team right now. If you look at their team, they had a special teams player of the week and also a defensive player of the week, and I think that's their team. They're made up of good special teams and good defense. Not to say their offense is not good, because they have some good offensive weapons, and I know they're trying to work Giles in with those guys, but right now the strength of their team is their defense.
You have to re-emphasize ball control, holding on to the ball with guys like J.C. Sherritt.
Oh yeah, that's something we've always talked about, and we know that has to be, but this group is fast, so we just had to keep on going after it, keep on making sure we control the ball, make sure that we secure the ball, because that is a fast defense.
Do you think Corey Sheep's play translates well into the CFL?
Yeah, he's a good back. He has a slashing running style. He doesn't look like he's as fast as some guys, but once he gets an open field, he turns it on, and he's able to catch. And he's a confident back. So at this point, right now, I think he's doing a good job.